right, what's happening, y'all? Man, let me see if I can fix my mic here a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, how about that? Let's see if we can get the chat going. Yeah, I know this is a early thing here. I just thought I'd take advantage of it while I could, right? Let's see if we can get it going here. Let's see if we can get the chat to pull up. I can see them popping up on there, but I can't. Hopefully, I'll be able to read it here. Jim Guidry, what's up, man? Was that Mike Ray? Hey, Center, what's up? How y'all doing, man? Yes. Bruce Anderson said, "Hey Joe, I'm just was take two was just watching your Friday night show." Yeah, man. Be sure to tune in tonight. Me and my co-host Jim Guidry will be doing our podcast tonight, Saturday night between 8 and 8:30, somewhere. I don't know. Hopefully, and I believe Center and Adam are going to join us as well. As far as I know, I have to check with Jim on that. He takes care of all the scheduling and stuff. Yeah, man, everybody's saying hello to everybody. Yeah, so yeah, man. We're having my grandson's going to be coming over later. We're going to be celebrating his birthday. So hopefully there will be a podcast tonight. I hope so. And so I thought I'd just take a few minutes to jump on here and say hello. So my wife just left to go pick up some things for the party and to pick him up. And so yeah. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. I think he's really impatient. He's done called my wife, like, I don't know, 5 times in a row. She's like, calm down. There's Adam EVH, man. Yeah, man. Y'all check out That Metal Stage. They premiered their podcast. What was that? Yesterday? I believe it was like yesterday, I don't know. I guess they went on at like 11 or maybe 10 or 10:30 or something like that. Because I work like a late, I guess, second shift. So by the time I got home and got into bed, man, it was like, 5:30, maybe something like that. I woke up, it was like 11:30, and I just happened to look at my phone, and it said That Metal Stage is live right now. I was like, what? And so I jumped in there real quick, and they were finishing up. He's like, well, let's not talk about our wardrobe. Let's go ahead and cut this and then get on out of here. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I was like, oh, crap. So I went back on the replay and listened. It was fantastic, man. It was great. Great job. Y'all check out That Metal Stage, man. Awesome podcast. I was like, wow, man. Went back and listened to it. It was really, really well done. Excellent job, fellas. That was awesome. Yeah, that was cool, man. Yeah. Great job. Yeah, so I have no idea what we're going to talk about. I kind of have an idea what we're going to talk about tonight. So just have to wait and tune in tonight for the Welcome Center. No problem, man. The Joe Wentz Project TV here on this channel. Tune in tonight. And, yeah. Will it be Taco Talk? No, I wouldn't think so. You're welcome, Adam. Yeah. Is my wall on? No, it's not on. So with that, let's play some blues, man. Let's play a little blues. Y'all want to? Is that cool? By the way, this backing track, I do not own this backing track. I actually found it on YouTube. So it's like rocking blues backing track in the key of E, I think. So it's pretty cool, man. You can get some backing tracks off of YouTube and play along with them. You know, it's great for working the calluses. Man, my fingers are sore. I've been playing for a couple hours. What's up, Miss Ann? She says blues work. Yeah, trying to anyway. I just, just trying to do something. So let's give this a shot. I don't know how this is going to turn out. So hopefully we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So here we go, man. Just bear with me. All right, man. Whoo. Golly, that was fun. And kind of painful. Excuse me. Yeah. Whew, boy, you're barking now, boy. Thank you very much, man. It's just having some fun, man. Just having some fun. Miss Ann wants to know who is my favorite blues artist. Oh man. Oh God. I would say, wow. I would have to say Joe Bonamassa for me, and then uh, BB King and Buddy Guy, stuff like that. John Mayer is an excellent blues player too. Eric Clapton, but Joe Bonamassa for me is more of what I like as far as some kick-ass blues. That'd be Joe Bonamassa. Just for me. Just in my opinion, Joe Bonamassa. Actually got to see him live, man. My son and myself went. Uh, Muddy Waters. Yeah, I love Muddy Waters. Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, if you're talking, if I have to put them in order, that's what's. So I'm not disrespecting any of the blues guys at all, man. It's just a Muddy Waters, awesome, man. Golly. I love Muddy Waters. When I was a young boy, at the age of 5, I love Muddy Waters, man. What are you talking about? Are you kidding me, man? Yeah. What is that? Sinner says Howlin' Wolf. Yeah, Howlin' Wolf was awesome, but he was more of a blues singer, though. His guitar player was what was his guitar player's name? He was in the I know he's in the first Eric Clapton Crossroads, where he does those concerts. Oh man, he was in the first one. I think he might have been in the second one. When I seen him if I believe, second one, he was wearing oxygen. That was Howlin' Wolf's guitar player, and man, I can't recall his name right now, but he's passed away. But man, talk about the history. So Eric Clapton had all those great guitars up there. BB King, of course, was there. Yes, Miss Ann says, what's that? Chuck Berry? Oh yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Chuck Berry. I love Chuck Berry. Uh, yeah. But anyway, yeah, Clapton had all those guys up there, man. And we got to see BB King. My wife and I got to actually see BB King. Holy crap, that was probably, man, 5, 6 years ago. Let's see, probably longer than that. And we got to see him in Simpsonville, and it was in the middle of summer. Man, it was hot, and their amphitheater, or whatever you want to call it, it didn't have no kind of cover or nothing. Everything is out in the open. And he was the main headliner. BB King was, and they had a few other people. It was called the Barbecue and Blues Fest, something. And we went, and so they had a couple of blues people. I remember it was scorching hot, man, and the people on the band on the stage, man, they're saying like this one. The guitar player is wearing like what Joe Bonamassa wears, like the 3-piece kind of suits. Maybe not a 3-piece suit, but a dress suit, dress jacket with a nice shirt and the pants, the slacks, and all that guy was wearing that. I was like, holy crap, man, he has got to be burning up. And I don't even know who they were. But they were good. They were awesome. They played, and somebody else came out and played. Excuse me. And then Buddy Guy came out. Man, You talk about that's the first time I've seen Buddy Guy, man. First time I ever seen Buddy Guy, and boy, he put on a show. Man, phenomenal player. And I about got his audiobook last night. My son's got that book. I've read some of it, the actual book. But I put his audiobook in my wish list on Audible, so I'll be probably getting that in the near future. I've read some of it, not all of it. It's really good. Let me check here. Jim Guidry says he loves the episode of Sanford and Son where B.B. King was on there and playing. Yeah, that was, man, that was a big deal for then, for especially then, I mean, B.B. King, that was awesome. That was when B.B. King came over there, because him and Esther supposedly knew each other when they were younger, B.B. King and Esther, and they came in the door, and B.B. King's bodyguard had that guitar case and Prince said, "Don't shoot. Don't shoot." Oh, Elizabeth. He said, "Everybody hit the deck." That guy's like, "What's wrong with you?" Oh, that was funny, man. I laughed my butt off on that. Yeah, that was what is his real name? Man, there's a documentary about B.B. King on Netflix I've seen. Was it Netflix? Oh, man. And they actually did use his real name in that episode of Sanford, too. I think was his last name Riley? Something like that. Riley, something like that. But the documentary is good on Netflix if you can pull it up. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, my heart. Mike Morrison. Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. Yeah, yeah. EP Booster, man. Lord of mercy. Excuse me. Yes, so yeah, the Sanford and Son, that is, man, that's my favorite TV show of all time. Anybody that knows me, they'll tell you that. That's man. I love that show. And I got them I got all the seasons on DVD somewhere. I got them. And over the years, I've lost a few of them, because my son would watch them all the time too. And we'd get them mixed up and all that. Anyway, but now you can just go on YouTube and you can watch them, all day long for free. Just try to make sure you find the ones that are HD, because when they're not HD, man, it looks awful. And it's like, man, that's what TV used to look like. It's hard to imagine that. It's like, man, golly, it looks horrible. Pardon me. Let's see here. Yes, Miss Ann says, I miss that kind of humor. Yeah, that was when TV was funny. You know what I mean? Mike Morrison says, that show is still funny today. Absolutely. Yeah, I've watched every episode. I couldn't tell you how many times. I mean, it got to where I know the dialogue, My wife, she'd come home. She goes, I can't handle that again today. We can't watch that again. I'd put it on there while he's eating dinner, like every night. She says, aren't you tired of that by now? I was like, nope. I said, because it's still funny. There's parts of it that Fred's expressions and stuff just blows me away, But she can't say nothing. You know what her favorite show is that she watches? every night. Sons of Anarchy. I love that show too. Don't get me wrong, but my goodness gracious. But it's getting to the good part now. If you're familiar with Sons of Anarchy, it's getting toward the end of the series where things are, starting to pick up real good. But yeah, Sanford. I never was that much into the Jeffersons. Jeffersons was okay, but they changed Lionel's character. The original Lionel that they had that you actually saw on a couple episodes of All in the Family, because the Jeffersons was a spinoff from All in the Family. You may or may not know. I'm sure you do. If we're all in the same age bracket here. But the first Lionel they had, I liked him. And then when the Jeffersons had their own show, that Lionel was there for a while, and then he left, and they brought another dude in. I was like, oh man. And I just didn't like that. And I was like, man, that sucks, But I just wasn't that crazy about the Jet. I liked it, but I just wasn't crazy about it. I tell you, my number one show, Sanford. My number two show, Good Times. Really, I think they're both neck and neck for me. That's just, man, you can look at my DVDs over there. I mean, I got all the seasons of Sanford, and I've only got the first 3 seasons, I think, of Good Times. Because that was when John Amos was on there, the father. He was on the first 3 seasons, and after that, they killed him off. Dynamite, Center says. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was my shows, man. They still are today. I mean, even, what, knocking on the door, 50? Mike Morrison says his all-time favorite was Married with Children. I remember that was in the early 90s when that was really huge. And I remember when I was still living in Charlotte, that show was huge. I never got into it that much. I'd watch it from time to time, and yeah, it was funny, but I don't know. That next door neighbor got on my nerves, man. I know it's just a character, but she got on my freaking nerves, man. I was like, really? I mean, I know they had to do that to keep things spiced up, but it just got on my nerves. Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, Good Times and Sanford, those are my 2 top favorites, man. I'm telling you, that was my top favorites. And the reason why is I could relate so much to Good Times. This might sound strange, but I don't have any brothers or sisters. I'm the only child. Ooh, that don't sound good. And I'm the only child, and but John Amos's character, he played the father, James, and man, his attitude and personality was so close to my father's. Now, if I told my father that, he would be like, "What?" He wouldn't agree with that. I know, but when my dad was younger, that age, of course now he's all mellowed out, But when I was growing up, my dad was like that, just like James. Didn't take no shit off nobody, man, and he'd fight any damn body, if they were messing in the wrong areas, you know what I mean? So I was like, wow, let's see if this is any better. Yeah. Thank you, Snark. Oh, Lordy mercy. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Annoying neighbor on Bewitched, Mrs. Kravitz. I never watched Bewitched. I couldn't get into that show either. I tell you what, you said Mrs. Kravitz. That's amazing that you brought that up, Miss Ann. That's very coincidental. Don't know if you know this, but on the Jeffersons, their friends, what was it, Tom and Louise? The mixed race couple, which was a bold statement for TV back then. That was a bold thing, even though it was going on all over. But it was putting it on TV was a pretty bold statement. You got to give Norman Lear some credit, man. He made some bold moves on TV back then. That was milestones. Anyway, the woman that I think her name was Louise that played Tom's wife, could be wrong, but did y'all know that is Lenny Kravitz? That's his mother. Yeah, that was his mother. Sure was. And do you know who sang the theme song for the Jeffersons? Well, we're moving on up. You know what I'm saying? You know who sang the? Of course, I can't sing it. Who sang the theme song for the Jeffersons? Give you a couple seconds here. All right, let's see. Wow. Jim gets it at the last second. Jim Guidry says, Winona from Good Times. You are correct, Mr. Guidry. That's right. Oh, man. What was her real name? Oh, man. I can't remember her name right off. I used to know it. Google it. Yeah, somebody. That's a good way to cheat, but yeah. Yeah, that was her. Yeah, she sang the theme song to the Jeffersons. Yeah, that was her. Yeah. Janet Dubois. They just popped in my head. Yeah, Janet Dubois. That was her name. But man, I think they did like a Good Times reunion some years back, I believe, and they got the people that played the characters who were still living. Of course, Florida wasn't there. The mother, she had passed away. James was there. The guy that played Michael Evans was there. Thelma was there. The guy Bookman that played the janitor, he was there. And then, of course, Winona, good Lord. Janet Dubois, she was there. I think that's her name. Winona, or whatever her name was. Winona, whatever, yeah. I keep thinking of the Judds when I say that, I guess. And, of course, they're all aged. But, man, Jimmy Walker that played JJ, man, he don't look nothing like he used to. I mean, I know Father Time gets everybody. Hey, Johnny Bean, how you doing, man? But, it's just like, wow. I was like, man, Jimmy Walker's still doing stuff, little comedy things here and there on the road. Did you know that? Johnny says it's still morning there. It is? Wow. Oh, okay. Mr. Fisher, he says he's late again. The YouTube notification didn't send. That's okay, Mr. Fisher, man. It sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't understand why that is. I don't know. Johnny said I met JJ in person once. Jimmy Walker. Yeah, he actually bought the name or the letters JJ. He actually, I guess he has ownership of that now because that's his handle. That's what people know him by, But did you know that I saw him? He typed this himself. It was I don't know if it was on Facebook. I think it was because I follow him on Facebook. And he said that he was just a comedian, a young comedian, and he got lucky and got that gig on Good Times. Somebody saw his act at a comedy club or something. He was just, he was young. He was like, what, 18 or 20? I think Good Times premiered in like, what, 72, 73 when it first came on the air. So that was, I was just a baby, Yes, yes. Miss Ann says she didn't get a notification. Yeah, I don't know why that happens. I don't know why that happens. I have no idea, Oh man, Johnny, y'all got. Oh yeah, y'all still got those wildfires going on. Man, my wife brought that up to me the other. What was it? Earlier this week. Something about that. I was like, they still got that going on out there. I didn't know it was still in progress. I thought I didn't. I haven't heard anything about it, so I didn't know. Wow, man. Oh, the smoke has traveled in your area. Wow, man. That's that. He says the fires are a few hours away, but the smoke has traveled in his area. Wow, that's man. Golly, dude, man. Hopefully they have it contained. I'm sure they do, right? I mean, or I hope they do. Lord of mercy, I hope they do. Man, golly, hope it's contained. And it makes you wonder, man, about them wildfires. What? Why? How did this start? You know what? Some other, some kid with nothing better to do with a lighter, or what? I don't understand, man. If that's what happened, I don't know. Golly, man. That is crazy. That is a big time felony. Ooh, that's a big time felony too. So, yeah, sometimes from lightning, Miss Hanson. Yeah, I realize that. Yeah, but it seems like every time I hear about a wildfire, like the ones in Tennessee. Remember we talked about that before? It was two kids that were responsible for that. There was some other wildfires that happened. Where was it? And it was some kids involved in that too. I was like, man, really? But yeah, it of course, yeah, lightning can really, out there in the wide open, absolutely. That brings me to another quick story. I got so close to lightning once, it was unbelievable, man. Um, Years ago, I was in my first marriage. We were coming out of this restaurant. I think, what was it, like Fuddruckers? Anybody ever heard of Fuddruckers? It almost sounds like something else. It almost sounds, whoa. Fuddruckers. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. It just the name. I was like, you kind of switch something around. It's gonna. Anyway, I was coming out of that restaurant. It's like a burger place, Fuddruckers. You walk in there and you pick out what size burger you want, and they prepare it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Johnny. Yeah, reverse it. There you go. Yeah. Go in there and you what size patty you want, and they fix it, and all these toppings. I mean, good Lord, man. How much stuff can you put on a burger? Anyway, sit there and ate, and I don't know about anywhere else, but I haven't been to one in years, but they were high. I was like, man, I just fixed one on the grill, but anyway, come out of the restaurant. It was raining. It had been, it started storming. Come out of the restaurant, and I'm looking at the parking lot, right? And right when I'm walking out off the little sidewalk onto the asphalt of the parking lot, there's a big tree right here. I mean, this, what, 50 yards, if that much, in front of me. It's, just on the edge of the asphalt there. And the first thing I saw was the light, because, light travels faster than sound, right? And it was just blinding, and it was so bright, and then I just shut my eyes. It was just like, and then you heard the big boom, it was just, I mean, it just, pow, Okay, it didn't sound like that. But anyway, it was huge explosion, It's thunder. And man, lightning hit that tree right there, and it split it split that tree down the middle, and there was smoke. I just stood there and I was like, what the heck just happened? And it was it was scary. It was really scary. My computer's wanting to freeze up over here. Oh man. Hey Jay, 7/8. What's up, man? Am I reading that right there? Charles Schultz's widow. This is Randall Fisher's making this comment. Charles Schultz. We all know who Charles Schultz is. The man who created Peanuts. Charlie Brown, Snoopy. Um, Charles Schultz's widow lost their house and all the memorabilia. It's a horrible thing that happened. Now, is this from the fire? Is that what happened? I'm assuming. Because I'm sure that house was paid for. I'm sure they didn't you know, is that from the fire? Man, if that's the case, that is awful, man. Because I think Charles Schultz, didn't his son take over that business of peanuts and stuff? Didn't his son take that over? Oh, it was from the fire. Oh man, that is sad. Oh man. 7/8 says he's going to reset his modem. Internet is slow. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes we have to do that too, man. That's awful about Charles Schultz's widow, man. Oh man, golly, man. That is awful. It just goes to show you, man, Mother Nature, it don't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are, how much money you got. If you're just a regular Joe, no pun intended, or whatever, Mother Nature, it don't matter. Damn. Oh, that's right, Miss Ann. Yeah, I think I saw that on the internet. There was this couple that survived the wildfire in their pool. They got in the pool in the water. Can you believe that? I mean, being surrounded by a whatever part that location of that wildfire, their house, and they couldn't get out, and they went and got in the pool. That was amazing. I thought I saw something online about that. Yeah, and I thought to myself, I hope to God that water didn't start getting hot. But they made it. Thank God they made it. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a movie right there. That is enough for for a movie, man. Can you imagine? In a world where wildfires will rule. Let me do that again. In a world where wildfires rule the world, two people escape in their pool while listening to Van Halen. What? Yeah, that's I'm glad they made it though. I mean, seriously, all joking aside, I'm so glad they're okay. That's man, golly, my gosh, man, that's scary. Can you imagine? You're trying to get stuff together in your house. You're trying to get stuff together. Come on, let's go, hurry up. We ain't got much time. And you look outside and it's just flames or whatever. Crap blowing up. Like, holy crap, man. And you're like, your car's probably on fire, your tires are melted. You're like looking at each other, what are we going to do? Everybody's panicking. You look and see that pool. There you go. Head for the pool. You'll be safe. Man. Uh-oh, Adam Shire. We got two Adam. One Adam's leaving. Adam EVH. See you, man. Adam Scheinberg is in the house. So you know what that means. There you go, Adam. That's Adam's little theme song. Ain't seen you in a while, man. 7/8 says, nice guitar. Thanks, man. Thank you very much. I've had this, how long have I had this now? A couple of years. It was the first Wolfgang special I got, the vintage white. That's what it's supposed to be. When I first got it, I was like, man, vintage white looked kind of almost like yellow to me, or it's been in a room with a lot of cigarette smoke. I don't know. Sponsored by Marlboro. I don't know. Randall Fisher says over 21,000 of acres are destroyed? God almighty. Man. I hear you, Adam. Adam Scheinberg, crazy. Jay says he digs. Yo, man, you dig, brother. He digs the black binding on there. Yeah, I do too. That kind of sets it off, don't it? The black binding right there. Yeah. Yeah, it does. I like it, man. I enjoy it. It's a great guitar, man. I did an unboxing of this guitar on this channel. If you go way back, I mean, it's probably I've had this guitar, I'm going to say it's got to be close to 2 years, man. And did an my very first unboxing. I mean, I was still real early in the game with videos too. I'm sitting there unboxing and I'm talking. You can't hardly hear a damn word I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to thing over here, and I'm going to unbox this and the thing over there and everything. I'm like, damn, dude, speak up, But I didn't realize, all that stuff about microphone. I wasn't paying attention. Adam says, man, what is up here? Damn, I'm sorry. Good Lord. Adam says he's been busy with work. Everything else, how life gets in the way. Not much time to play online. Hey, Adam, I understand, man. I understand completely. I really do. You don't owe me no explanation, man. This is just for fun. We're just having a good time. But thank you for being here, man. I really appreciate it. Mike Morrison, if you don't mind me asking, Joe, how much did that guitar cost? $1,000. Yes, sir. It was like, I think it was like $9.99, I believe. If memory serves me correct, it was $1,000. So yeah, made in Mexico. I love it, and yeah, it was Mike Morrison says that's a good price. I thought it was. I thought it was a great price. I got this one and another one, this all natural or all natural, whatever they call it. So I got two of the specials. I love that. I seen Mr. Dave Nesdahl had one that was, of course, I think his is USA made, and it had that all natural, top. He had it on his wall every time I'd watch Johnny's show. I'd see that guitar on Dave's wall. I was like, man, God Almighty, that looks good. So I looked it up on AMS, and they had one made in Mexico, and it was the same price. No, I'm sorry, it was a couple $100 more because of that all natural top. It was like $200 more. Yeah, that one was like 11. I think with everything together it was like 1121. something like that. That's okay though. That's all right. All right, all right, all right. That's all right because in 2 weeks she's gonna be paid for. I looked it up on my account. It'll be the last payment, the 25th of this month. That baby will be paid in full, bitch. Oh yeah, we drive. I figured. What is the look? Watch. I bet it's at 45 minutes or something like that. Watch this. 48:20. I told you. I don't get it every time. All right, let's see here. Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Hold on. What's mine? What's my next guitar? Oh, what's the next guitar on my wish list? Okay. Man, y'all are asking the right questions today because this just happened actually early this morning. I couldn't get to sleep because I usually, I don't usually get home till like, 4 or 5 in the morning. So, I was looking. I talked to Jim Guidry about this the other night. I was looking at a Epiphone SG. Now, I don't have an SG. I've never had one. I've never even played one, and I've never really been crazy about them. But I don't have one. I was like, I'd like to have one just to have an SG. Miss Ann never comes offline. Catch you later. She never goes. If you go out and come back in, you'll be able to come back. She's just like, F it, I'm gone. That's funny, man. That's funny. All right, Miss Ann. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. So I was thinking about the SG, right? I said, man, and but I went back and looked at that Jim Jr., that Ibanez Steve Vai Jim Jr. It's got the monkey grip and all that. How much is that thing? What is it? $500, I think. No case, nothing like that. But man, the reviews on that thing are outstanding. Yeah, outstanding. I had to change my tone here. Outstanding reviews on that guitar on the Jim Jr. Steve Vai. I love how it's got the, I don't know, I guess rosewood fretboard, and it's got the vines or whatever Steve Vai's thing is. I love that. I never could afford those high dollar Steve Vai. I mean, good God, man, those things are high. But the Jim Jr. is reasonable, so there you go. That's Mr. Morrison. There you go. That's the one I would like. If I was able to, I'd like to get that. All right, Jim Guidry. See you, man. Sorry, guys. Had some idiot in there. Would I ever, Mr. Morrison says, would I ever buy a used Gibson? Like a Gibson SG or Les Paul? Yeah, I would. Yeah, I have nothing against buying used guitars. The Sterling by Music Man, the last one I just got. Gary Kramer. I said Eddie Kramer. Eddie Kramer. Yeah, that's the Hendrix uh, producer, right? Or engineer, whatever, producer, whatever. And that was used, the Sterling. So yeah, actually, I was looking on the Facebook Market thing, and this guy had a SG, used SG. He wanted 250 for it. It looked really nice too, hard shell case included. But I was like, man, I don't have $250. But if I had the money and everything was cool, then yeah, I would have got it. But I looked the other night, it was gone. You know. Adam, Jim, as in Jem. Yeah, Jim, Jem. Yeah, Jim Junior. Yeah, it sounds like Jim Jim, don't it? But there we go. I had to change that tone. Johnny. Yeah, well, I don't play them video games, man. You know, I'm not into that stuff. So I don't want none of that going on. That's retarded, man. You know, I'm not into that stuff. I mean, if you are, that's great. But I don't need none of that stuff in here. That dude, he just want to aggravate somebody. That's all right. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I mean, I'll be honest with you. When that stuff first came out years and years ago, Grand Theft Auto. I mean, years ago, when my son was a lot younger, I played it with him, and we would just do stupid stuff, running in the street, taking people's cars, and the thing that got me was he would make his character like this old man, you know, and he would go and take people's cars. You know, he would take people's cars and he'd go to the bad part of town and get uh the the women that were working for certain services, and he would take their money. That old man, he'd have that old man running all over town. That old man, he'd start rising. Damn, that old man's in shape. You know, I would laugh my ass off. And you could pick out some cool music when you steal a car on Grand Theft Auto, the original. You know, have that cool music playing. That back then, yeah, that was funny, man. But I never kept up with it. You know, kind of got out of that stuff, man. I thought it was at the time it was funny. But tonight on the podcast with Jim Guidry and Center, are you going to be there? Adam just left. I guess I can ask y'all off the air. But there's something I'd like to bring up about a certain game that I believe came out in 2009. It has something to do with this to a degree. We'll talk about that tonight if everything goes well. Center says, I'll be there, but it's going to cost you $199.95. All right. You take PayPal, right? Cool. Adam, you're correct. Adam has caught the hint. Adam Scheinberg has caught the hint. Yeah, tune in later tonight to figure out what I'm talking about. Right here on the Joe Wentz Project TV on YouTube. Center plus $9.99 shipping. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right, Center. Mr. Morrison says, "What time are y'all streaming later tonight?" Hopefully between 8 and 8:30. It might be a little later. Like I said, my wife's getting a grandson. He turned, what's he, 12? So we'll probably be cooking out and doing all that stuff here. Center. And so hopefully between 8 and 8:30. If not, it'll be later, but it should be tonight. Yeah, so just hopefully hit that bell icon on the notifications, and hopefully it'll work. I hope it works. If it doesn't, I really apologize. Yeah. Oh boy. Let's see what we are on our clock here. All right, we're hitting that hour mark, folks, right here at it. Okay, guys, tune in later tonight. Hopefully we'll be here. It should be Mr. Guidry, Mr. Center. I'm holding 3 fingers up. That's 2 people, idiot. Mr. Adam EVH, hopefully, and myself. So if you're free later tonight, come on back. We'd love to see you, and take care. Everybody, thank you for joining, man, in this. I know this was a random stream here. Thank you so much. Adam Scheinberg, Randall Fisher, 708 Jay, thank you, man. Adam Scheinberg, yes. Jim Guidry, Center, Adam EVH, Johnny Bean, Miss Ann. God almighty, I can't, man, there's so many people. Wow. Man, thank you so much. Yeah, everybody have an awesome day, Adam says. Yes, have an awesome day. I need to get off here and find out what's happening. I think my wife said she's going to stop by the T-Mobile store and get a new phone, too, because her phone is crapping out. Mr. Anderson, Bruce Anderson, thank you, man. He says, enjoyed it. Thank you, man. Thank you. Mr. Mike Morrison, there you go. Yeah, thank y'all, because I can't remember everybody, man. And thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you so much. We got some haters out there, folks. We got some haters that like to make up false accounts and, give us a bunch of thumbs downs and stuff. Which, that comes with the territory, whatever. But you know what? Your content speaks for yourself, man. Your content speaks for you. So it's all good, man. It's just YouTube. Some people take it way too serious. Calm down. Take care, everybody. God bless. We'll see you next time. Until then, this is Joe for the Joe Wentz Project. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.